Voici Marie. Illustratrice, elle travaille à la maison et élève ses 2 enfants, Julie et Thomas. Son mari, Paul, est cadre commercial. Lui aussi travaille parfois chez lui, mais son jardin secret, c'est le cinéma. Julie a 15 ans. Reine de l'Internet, elle y fait des recherches pour ses cours, bien sûr, mais elle télécharge aussi ses chansons favorites et passe de longues heures au téléphone avec ses copines. Thomas n'a que 11 ans. Fan de jeux vidéo, il adore téléphoner à ses copains et regarder la télévision dans sa chambre. Quand il ne fait pas tout cela à la fois. Cette petite famille moderne, grande consommatrice de technologie, occupe un logement de 5 pièces, aménagé selon ses besoins. Faisons la visite.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please push the notification bell and subscribe so that you can continue following my lessons in my YouTube channel. Learn French with me in my YouTube channel, because here we are having a very wonderful series with French for beginners. So as we continue, I would like to continue with the playlist, because this is the playlist for French for beginners, whereby actually we have learned how to introduce ourselves and how to introduce somebody. So I would like also to introduce our family here, so that you can practice how to introduce people, because it is important to know how to use these things that we've been learning, because I think if you have been following my playlist, those who have been following my playlist, they have met some of these things: the possessives, the pronoun, the personal pronouns, the articles, definite and indefinite articles, and also we have learned some little vocabulary. So okay, actually there's this video. In this video, there's a family that is being introduced. It's the family of Mary. So actually you watch the video above, and then you watch the video, and then the text is below. So the text is here. So I'll just try to explain a bit so that you will not get stuck maybe in some place, because you might be asking yourself some questions, what is what. So here you see, like in French, you will hear when they say voici Marie, they pronounce it voici Marie. So you will see that voici Marie is like Voici Marie is the English translation is meet Mary, or for example, it can even be here is Mary. Voici. There's you'll be hearing these words, I think, in French. Voici, voilà means there is voilà mon ami, there is my friend. Voici, voilà is somebody a bit far, voici is somebody near. Voici is meet Mary, here is Mary, and so on. So voici. So you see here, voici Marie. So you can even repeat after me. Voici Marie. Illustratrice. Repeat. Illustratrice is she's an illustrator. These people who draw maybe comics and things like that. Elle travaille. She works. Elle travaille. So voici Marie. So meet Mary. Illustratrice. In R in French, R's are important, so that's why you will hear that the R is well pronounced. Illustratrice. Elle travaille. She works à la maison. When you see a with something on top, I said the accents are important, because when you just see a without an accent, you see it is something else. So a with an accent like that, that accent is the one we call grave accent. Accent grave. So a means in the house or at the house. So elle travaille in the house. Elle travaille à la maison. You see, article. Now you see the article. We have dealt with article. La was for feminine. So you will see la maison here is The house. She works in the house. So that A with an accent can be at or it can be in. So when I'm saying I'm going to town, I say je vais. I'm going to Paris, for example. Not to going to town, you can never say je vais à la ville or à ville. You always say je vais en ville. So you will learn how to use these prepositions. I'll bring prepositions also as we go by. I think it will continue in this series of beginners because there are some elements that I wanted to look at. I wanted to look because they were found in Mark. When we were introducing Mark, we found some elements like the preposition and also the adverbs, because there are two adverbs: adverbs of time and adverbs of manner. So adverbs of time is when you say sometimes, after, and adverbs of manner is, for example, adverb of time and adverb of manner. Adverb of manner means for example, the ways. For example, slowly, he walks slowly. So the manner, so that's an adverb of manner. So those ones I'll just look at them some later, so that you can know how to also where to put them in your sentence. So elle travaille à la maison et élève, élève. So and raises. So even this one, I think you have seen it before. So you see, it can be a verb. I told you A is it's a conjunction of coordination. Et means and. So voici Marie, illustratrice. Voici Marie, illustratrice. Elle travaille à la maison. She works in the house. Et, that is N. Et élève ses deux enfants. You have to, deux means two, enfants, children. You have to join the X with en of enfant, because whenever word starts with a vowel, whatever is before you join. So it is something like this. Et élève ses deux enfants, Julie et Thomas. So it's very important. Elle travaille à la maison et élève ses deux enfants, Julie et Thomas. So you can repeat after me. Elle travaille à la maison et élève ses deux enfants, Julie et Thomas. So you have seen that. So she works at home and raises her two children, Julie and Thomas. And whenever you conjugate, because here we have conjugated elle travaille, this is the verb travailler. It's a regular verb. It ends with er. So we have conjugated it to the third person singular, elle. She works. When you conjugate the verb in the present tense, for example, you say elle travaille, or if you want to say I'm working, you say je travaille, which means that the verb, whenever you conjugate it, like here, elle travaille, it can mean she works or she is working. That is the present, the present tense, and then the present continuous is always the same thing in French. In English, you have the two. For example, you say I eat, I am eating. I eat is present tense. I am eating is present continuous. In French, it is je mange. So je mange it means I eat or I am eating. The present continuous is it's the same as the present. There's no difference. In English, there's a difference. We have I am eating and I eat. These are two different things. So while in French, it is the same thing. So remember that also. So let's go to the second sentence says, we finished. Okay, son mari, actually it means her husband, son. So you remember the possessive, S-O-N. So husband is masculine, so S-O-N, son mari, Paul, est cadre commercial. So cadre commercial is sales executive. So repeat after me. Son mari, Paul, est cadre commercial. Cadre. Son mari, Paul, est cadre commercial. So Paul, after the name Paul, you have the verb to be, être. It is conjugated because son mari, Paul, here is considered a third person singular. So that's why you see a is the verb to be. Son mari, Paul, est cadre commercial. Then full stop. Then that is her husband, Paul is a sales executive. Then Louis, you will see the word Louis. Louis actually is also a pronoun, but it stands for it stands for he, Mm. So here it's like Louis. Actually, normally it means him, but here we can use it. You can say Louis. We normally in French we also use it to say he or him. So here it's like lui aussi parfois travaille. So here him too also, him too also sometimes, or he or him, he too sometimes. That's how it is conjugated here. He too sometimes works, because this is third person singular. You always say works at home. So repeat after me. Son mari Paul est cadre commercial. Son mari Paul est cadre commercial. Lui aussi parfois travaille chez lui. Lui aussi parfois travaille chez lui. So travaille, you have seen the verb always. Chez lui. Chez lui is when you want means he works at home. Chez lui. Chez moi. Moi is me. At my place. Chez toi. At your home. At your place. When you tell somebody. Tu es. The verb to be. Tu es chez toi. Are you at home? Are you at your place? Are you at your place? Je suis chez moi. Je suis chez moi. I am at home. Je suis chez moi. So, lui aussi parfois travaille chez lui. Means he works at home. Mais means but. Mais means but. Mais son jardin secret, c'est le cinéma. But his secret garden is the cinema. Repeat after me. Mais son jardin secret, c'est le cinéma. You will see the C, there's apostrophe is removed there, and EST. C apostrophe is moving there. When you see a C apostrophe, what does it mean? You try to say that in the comment, and I'll see if you've been learning, you've been following me. When you see a C apostrophe, then you have EST. Try to determine what is that. So, mais son jardin secret, c'est le cinéma. Repeat after me. Mais son jardin secret, c'est le cinéma. So, we have said his secret garden is the cinema. That is his secret garden. Now let's continue. We are with Julie now. Julie. We are with the, okay, in French we always say Julie. So in English I know you say Julie. But in French it is Julie. There's how you pronounce it. It's smooth like Julie. So Julie a 15 ans. So we have already seen this. With Mark said, j'ai 10 ans. Mais Mark also presented his friend who is called Gilles. So he said, Gilbert a. So here is Julie a 15 ans. So that's the verb to have. It is used for in the age. 15 is 15. So I hope you've learned how to count, to continue learning how to count. Julie a 15 ans. Julie has 15 years. So repeat after me. Julie a 15 ans. Julie a 15 ans. Julie is 15 years old. Full stop. We continue with Julie. Reine de l'Internet, elle y fait des recherches. Reine means queen of Internet. She does research there. So it's like you say, she does. When you see that Y, it means there. It means there. Elle-y, you have to say, elle y fait des recherches pour ses cours. So she has research there for her lessons. Bien sûr means of course. So she does there. She does research there for her lessons. So repeat after me. Reine, queen, reine de l'Internet. Reine de l'Internet. Reine de l'Internet. Queen of the Internet. Elle y fait des recherches. Elle y fait des recherches. Pour ses cours, bien sûr. Pour ses cours, bien sûr. So she does research there for her lessons, of course. You can join, okay, when you see mais and then you see elle, you can join the S of mais, which is but, if you want. Mais elle télécharge aussi ses chansons favorites. So, me I've joined after, bien sûr, after of course, mais elle télécharge, but she downloads, mais elle télécharge, me I've joined me et elle, but she downloads, mais elle télécharge aussi ses chansons favorites et passe de longues heures au téléphone avec ses amis. Elle passe de longues heures au téléphone avec ses amis. Elle passe de longues heures au téléphone avec ses amis. So you have seen there, that means that she spends long hours on the telephone with her friends. So okay, let us continue. Let us repeat from there. Mais elle télécharge. Mais elle télécharge. But she downloads. Aussi ses chansons favorites. Aussi ses chansons favorites. So her favorite songs. So you have seen there SES. That is the possessive plural, because we are talking about many songs. Favorite. So elle télécharge aussi ses chansons favorites et passe de longues heures. So she spends long hours. Elle passe de longues heures au téléphone avec ses amis. Avec ses amis. Avec ses amis. Avec means with. Avec ses copines. Avec ses copines, excusez-moi. Copine means her friends. But you see there, it's because it is feminine. You have to say ses copines. And like I told you, the possessive, whenever it is feminine, it remains the same. It is SES, ses copines. If it was masculine, it would have been ses copains. Ses copains. It's going to be SES still, ses copains. Mais ça, c'est ses copines. Mais elle télécharge, je répète, mais elle télécharge aussi ses chansons favorites et passe de longues heures au téléphone avec ses copines. So I hope you can repeat that, and then we come to Thomas. Repeat. I'm trying to go as slowly as possible so that you can repeat also, and practice how to present. You can present a family. So we come to Thomas. Thomas, in French, Thomas is pronounced Thomas. Thomas. You don't pronounce the S, and then the H is silent, so it's pronounced Thomas. So Thomas n'a que 11 ans. So n'a que 11 ans is a way I have to say in French. I have to say only. Thomas is only 11 years old. So you see, we are still using the verb a. That is the verb avoir. Which here, because Thomas is the third person singular, it is a. So Thomas n'a que 11 ans. So whenever you see the N with apostrophe, also there, you can tell me what it means. I think you will learn how to use these expressions as you go by. It might look a bit complicated, but it is just an expression in French how to say only. So Thomas is only 11 years. So repeat after me. Thomas n'a que 11 ans. 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 Okay, we continue. Fan de jeux vidéo. Fan de jeux vidéo. So, fan of video games. A fan of video games. So that is Thomas still. Thomas, which is a fan of video games. Fan. You say fan. It's just like in English. Fan de jeux vidéo. Repeat. Fan de jeux vidéo. Il adore téléphoner à ses copains. Now you see, now we have come to copain, because copain is the masculine of copine. Copine, we saw the other when Marie was when Julie, actually not Marie, when Julie, when you're talking about Julie and her friends, her female friends, she say copine. But when it's a male, you say copain. So you see, il adore, repeat, il adore téléphoner à ses copains. Repeat after me, il adore téléphoner à ses copains et regarder la télévision dans sa chambre. Et regarder la télévision dans sa chambre. And to watch the television in his room. So you see, sa chambre, S-A, that is the possessive, it is feminine. S-A, so chambre, because chambre is feminine, that's why you say, dans is in his room. That's why you say sa chambre, possessive, sa chambre. If it was, you see, it is feminine, that's why you say sa chambre. So, il adore téléphoner, repeat after me, il adore téléphoner à ses copains, to his friends. So, with something on top, with the accent on top, means to, and then ses copains, à ses copains, and, that is, et regarder, and to watch, et regarder la télévision. You see the accents. In French, you always note that the accents, and you will be writing. If you write television without accents, it is wrong in French. So you see, television has got two accents, two acute accents on the e's. So, et regarder la télévision dans sa chambre. So, like you said, in his room. Quand means when. Il ne fait pas. Now this is negation. Whenever you put a verb and you put between, when you put ne and then the verb and then pas, that is the negation. That's how you say negation in French. Like I remember I told you when Mark was introducing himself and he was saying his friend Gilbert doesn't like cats. He say il n'aime pas les chats. Il n'aime pas. When you take the verb, you take the personal pronoun. Like here it is il. And then you put ed before, then you put the verb, and then you put pas afterwards. That is how to use negation in French. So il ne fait pas. We are going to see how to use. We are going to learn how to use negations after. But here is you should know that is how you say he does not. So when il ne fait pas tout cela, all that. Tout cela means all that. And when he's not doing all that, all the stuff that he's doing, when he's not doing that at the same time. So when he's not doing all that, he's watching TV in his room. So repeat after me, quand-il, and then you have to join. When you say quand, you have to join the il of il, that is the third person singular. You have to join that way. That's why you will say quand-il, and then when you join the d with the il, it sounds like a t. So you say quand-il ne fait pas, quand-il ne fait pas. Say it like that. Quand il ne fait pas. Quand il ne fait pas. Tout cela à la fois. So all that at the same time. All that. When he's not doing all of this or all of that. All of this at the same time. When he's not doing all of this at the same time. Quand il ne fait pas. Tout cela à la fois. Repeat after me. Quand il ne fait pas tout cela à la fois. Full stop. We're about to finish. Cette petite famille moderne. So this means this small modern family. When you say set, famille is feminine. So that's why you have to, even the demonstrative, that is a demonstrative adjective, set, ce. In French, everything you use has to agree. Set. Just the word set itself, it is in feminine form. Petite also, it has been put in feminine form. Famille, because famille actually is the noun here. So cette petite famille moderne, everything here there is feminine, because even the word modern we have added an e, it means it is a feminine. So cette petite famille, the whole that whole phrase agrees. Cette petite famille, because the demonstrated adjectives, you haven't seen them, but you are going to see them, and you'll see they also agree with the gender, the number, and also whenever there's a vowel or there's a h. So we have not seen it yet, but it's just like the possessive we have seen, or even like the article, the indefinite and definite, they agree also with the number and they agree with the number and the gender. So, cette petite famille moderne, repeat after me, cette petite famille moderne, cette petite famille moderne. Then we have there we have comma. Cette petite famille moderne, in French, comma, you will say virgule, virgule. Cette petite famille moderne, in French, grande, grande. You see, because the family is feminine, you have to say grande. You have an E, you had an E on the word grande. It's a big, big. But if it was masculine, you will not have put the E. You'd have pronounced it grand. But here, you have to pronounce the D. You have to say grande consommatrice de technologie. Repeat after me, grande consommatrice de technologie. So it means a big consumer of technology. A big consumer of technology. Grande consommatrice de technologie. Repeat after me, grande consommatrice de technologie. Grande consommatrice de technologie. Okay, so then let's, I think after that, I think now you get it. So one more time, grande consommatrice de technologie occupe un logement de 5 pièces. Occupe un logement. Repeat after me. Occupe un logement de 5 pièces. It means occupies a 5-room apartment. Occupe un logement de 5 pièces. Occupe un logement de 5 pièces. I hope you are repeating after me. Occupe un logement de 5 pièces. 5 pièces. So it occupies a 5-room apartment. Aménager selon ses besoins. Aménager selon ses besoins. So selon it means according to. Say, I remember, you know, say es is a demonstrative adjective. It is in the same family with set. So this is the plural when you say ses besoins. So it is fitted out according to these needs. You know, those needs, yani, kwa sababu kuna need, kila mtu ana vitu zake, akona video games, nani akona song, that means Julia's, she has her songs and so on. So the 5 rooms, the 5-room apartments, is furnished, is fitted or furnished according to these needs. So let's finish by saying faisons la visite. Faisons la visite means let's take the tour. Let's take the tour, or let's take a tour of the house. The idea is actually here is we continue with a series where we are taking you inside the house. We will probably take you inside the house, and you will see so that you can know how to name the house, things that you will see in the house, and so on and so forth. We are going to look at that series of how we're going inside the house, and you see what you can name in the house and so on. We can take you for a visit with everything that is in the house. So probably we are going to come back. So as you have seen, I have tried to explain to you word by word, so that you now understand how you can introduce your family, or you can introduce a family, or you can introduce, like you have learned how to introduce yourself. Go back to your lessons. The playlist is from where I talk about from lesson 1, which is about accents, and then up to 11. We have reached up to 11, so we have covered even how to introduce yourself. We have counted me. Okay, for the counting we just did a short while, but you can learn how to count. They go to YouTube, learn how to count even up to 100. It is now easy for you because we are getting to the nice part of this. So continue joining my YouTube channel. I'm really grateful because I have had a very positive reaction, because I have been getting I've been getting more and more subscribers, and I'm urging you to continue subscribing. Even tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. You can learn French or even other foreign languages at a very with much ease. So just please continue the good work, join the community, and let us grow as we continue learning French with me.